I thank the member for Hughes. Are there any statements? And I call the member for Solomon.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. I rise also to pay tribute to the 410 talented and committed members of the Australian 2012 London Olympics team. I would also like to thank the families, the coaches, the volunteers and the team staff for their commitment and support of our outstanding Olympians. The calibre of our Australian Olympic athletes, coupled with their attitude and excellent sportsmanship, makes me proud to be Australian. The Northern Territory, who I talk about quite often in here, in actual fact every time I speak I talk about the Northern Territory, but we have an excellent track record when it comes to sporting ability, and we have a solid history of producing Olympic athletes. If you don't mind, Mr Deputy Speaker, I'd like to share with you some of the previous Olympic talent that we've had from the Northern Territory. Our very first Olympian was the late Michael Armat, who was selected to play basketball for Australia at the Tokyo Olympics in 1964 and again in Mexico in 1968. Michael was the first Indigenous person to represent Australia and was deservingly inducted to the Australian Basketball Hall of Fame in 2010.
Order. As much as I hate to interrupt the member for Solomon, division has been called for in the House. The proceedings are suspended to enable honourable members to attend the division. The proceedings will resume when the Chair of the Federation Chamber is resumed at the conclusion of the division or subsequent divisions.
The member for Solomon has the call. Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. As I was saying, Darwin-born softball catcher Kerry Dynell trained at the Northern Territory Institute of Sport before she went on to captain the Australian women's softball team to claim bronze at both Atlanta and Sydney Olympics. Then there's Darwin-born Frank Varnier, who was selected to play soccer for Australia at the 1988 Games in Seoul. Then we have Darwin-born and Northern Territory Institute of Sports trained swimmer Ian Vanderwall that was selected as part of the Atlanta 1996 Games. Silver and bronze medalist swimmer Jeff Hugel was born in Nhulunbuy and has represented Australia at 2 Olympic Games. Darwin-born and dual gold medalist cyclist Graham Brown also represented Australia in the Northern Territory at the 2000, 2004 and 2008 Olympics. Shot putter Justin Alzanark, who was born in Katherine, was selected for the Australian Olympic team in 2000, 2004 and 2008. At Sydney's 2000 Olympics, the Northern Territory was extremely proud to have 3 representatives selected for the Australian Olympic team in the men's boxing. Darwin-born Paul Miller, Alice Springs-born James Swan and Northern Territory Institute of Sport trained Henry Collins. Pistol shooter Christine Trefai trained at the Northern Territory Institute of Sports before she went on to also represent Australia at the Sydney 2000 Olympic Games. Further to the previous athletes that I've mentioned that represented not only the Northern Territory but Australia at Olympic level, there is no doubt that in the Northern Territory, most successful sport of all is at the Olympic level is indeed hockey. Australia has been represented by numerous Northern Territory athletes, including Stephen Holt, who won bronze in Sydney 2000 Olympics, Mark Hickman, who won gold at the Athens Olympics in 2004, and Des Abbott, who won bronze in the Beijing 2008 Olympics, and of course, no one can forget Nova Peris, who was the first Aboriginal Australian and Northern Territory athlete to win an Olympic gold medal. Nova did this at the 1996 Olympic Games in Atlanta, and then amazingly in 1997 she changed to athletics and went on to be one of only a handful of Australian athletes to compete in 2 different sports at the Olympics level, making it into the 400 semi-final at the Sydney 2000 Olympics. As you can see, Madam Deputy Speaker, the Northern Territory has a strong history of elite sporting talent, a solid legacy of our future for athletes to follow. Our involvement in the 2012 London Olympics is quite modest. All Northern Territory residents were delighted that we were that we were to have cousins Desi Abbott and Joel Carroll selected to represent Australia in the men's hockey team. Unfortunately, Des was ruled out of the squad before the game due to a knee injury. Joel, however, went on to win bronze with the Kookaburras when the Kookaburras downed Great Britain 3-1 in the bronze medal playoff. The pair now have matching bronze medals. The Northern Territory would also like to claim success in the pool with Catherine-born swimmer Liesl Jones, who has become a well-known Olympic icon. London was Liesl's fourth Olympic Games, having previously competed in the 2000, 2004 and 2008 Games. Liesl has made the Northern Territory and Australia and me personally proud, being rewarded for her dedication and winning 3 gold medals during her career, as well as a silver medal in the recent London Olympics. In 2011, Tour de France winner Cadel Evans, like Liesl Jones, was born in Catherine. The London Olympics was the 4th time he had been selected to represent Australia. First selected in 1996 and in 2000 to represent Australia in the men's mountain bike cross-country. Cadel moved to the men's road racing and was chosen to represent Australia in 2008 and 2012. Unfortunately, Cadel had to withdraw from the men's time trial only days before the competition due to illness. But there is no doubt of the athlete's elite level of performance and achievement so far. It's not only our Northern Territory athletes that I wish to congratulate today, Madam Deputy Speaker. I'm in awe of our entire Australian Olympic team and would like to thank each and every one of them and their families for their dedication, their determination, their sacrifices that they have made during their sporting careers. No one can deny it's such an amazing achievement and absolute honour to represent your country. And everyone acknowledges that it's not all about the medals, and while it may be disappointing for the members themselves that many of our talented team didn't win a medal, they must know that all Australians are extremely proud of each and every one of the athletes, and that we are grateful that, for the way that they proudly represented our country. I would like to acknowledge our winning medal Olympians, the gold medalists, Sally Pearson from the 100-metre hurdles, Jacob Clear, Tate Smith, David Smith and Murray Stewart, Anne Myers, Matthew Belcher, Malcolm Page, Ian Jensen, Nathan Outridge, Thomas Singsley, Kate Campbell, Alicia Coots, Brittany Elmsey and Melanie Schlanger, and the silver medalists Jared Talent, Mitchell Watt, Jessica Fox, Samuel Willoughby, in men's BMX, Jack Bobridge, Rowan Dennis, Michael Hepburn and Glenn O'Shea, Brittany Broben, James Chapman, Joshua Dunkley-Smith, Drew Ginn and William Lockwood, Kimberly Crowe, Brooke Prattley, Kate Hornsey and Sarah Tate, Nina Curtis, Olivia Price, Lucinda Whitty, James Magnuson, Christian Spregner, Emily Seaborn, Alicia Coots, as I said, Liesl Jones, Alicia Coots, Melanie Schlanger and Emily Seaborn, who were all women, the winners of the 400 100-metre medley relay. And the women 4x200 freestyle relay, Bronte Barrett, Alicia Coots, Kylie Palmer, Melanie Schlanger. The bronze medalists were won by the Opals, the Australian basketball team consisting of Susie Batterquick, Abby Bishop, Elizabeth Cambridge, Laura Hodges, Lauren Jackson, Rachel Jarry, Kathleen McLeod, Jenna O'Hay, Sam Richards, Jennifer Screen, Belinda Snell and Christy Willoughby, Shane Perkins, Annette Edmondson, Carly McCulloch, Anne Mears, and the Kookaburras, the men's hockey team made up of Nathan Burgess, Matthew Bettini, Joel Carroll, Christopher Chiarello, Liam DeYoung, Timothy Devon, Jamie Dwyer, Russell Ford, Matt Goads, Kieran Govers, Fergus Kavanagh, Mark Knowles, Edward Auckland, Simon Orchard, Matthew Swan and Glenn Turner, Carsten Fosslink, James McRae, Christopher Morgan and Daniel Noonan were all the men's rowing quad sculls. Christian Spregner, Hayden Stockel, Matthew Target and James Muggerson. Bronte Barrett, Erin Denishan, and of course the women's water polo team, which Gemma Bredsworth, Victoria Brown, Kate Geithner, Bronwyn Knox, Holly Lincoln-Smith, Alicia McCormick, Jane Moran, Glencora Ralph, Melissa Rippon, Sophie Smith, Ashley Southern, Rowena Webster and Nicole Zagmere. So well done to all of these people, and congratulations to you all on your outstanding achievement. And I think it's important that you all know that you are members of the Australian Olympic team. We are, as Australians, are very, very proud of you. And so on behalf of my electorate of Solomon, thank you for your hard work, your dedication. We respect you all, and you'll be forever known, whether you won a medal or not, forever known as Olympians for life. Well done. We're proud of you.